Game number 2 of the draft here, Blam mentioned regarding range, right? Adani will be building on that lone here. We've seen the trying crit build on the lone where you go Eternal, Starbreaker, and also Eternity Blade. Really burst down the back line here, but that's all to answer in the game itself. This is game number 2 between Boom Esports and KAGE. Will Boom Esports come back from that deficit of a 0-1, or will KAGE push it for series point? Boys, take it away.
That's definitely the question that needs answering here for Boom Esports. Will they be able to get this game number 2, or will KAGE take it home and make it hard for Boom Esports?
I mean, it's going to be a difficult one if KAGE get this to 2-0, right? We've already alluded to the fact that if they do get 2-0 here, Boom have a big staircase to climb. But at the moment, that pressure being put onto the side of Boom, once again, taking away those boars. We saw the same thing from Senko in game number 1.
Yeah, and we have seen it. This is going to be the pressure that they want to do. Boom Esports did this against KAGE a while ago when they had to pay Byron, taking out the Firehawk on the top side of the map. Right now, KAGE is putting up the pressure.
At least he was able to steal away the Spike Tail, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Danny got the last hit there, so giving that back. So trading the boards for that means that you can see here already the Boom are kind of already still cementing a little bit of a lead with that 400 gold.
Equalizing it again. And I love that Mickey has this pocket pick on his hands, right? The Yao against the Magin. Look at how he has advantage in the lane on that matchup, even though usually we see the Magin having no losing matchups, right?
Yeah. She's generally like one of those units that can kind of stand alone. But when you start to put pressure on there, which we're going to be seeing from obviously Carl and Miggy doing that kind of like 2v1 kind of gameplay to top side of the map, is potentially where the open door could be here for Boom.
Yeah. Will it be love? That is the question here for their side. KAGE, they are going to be taking this. Right now, they're just taking out the mid lane here for Carl, just getting that extra XP, even for reroll here for the side of KAGE. So this is going to be what they're doing for now.
Yeah, just tip for tat into the mid lane, right? Just making sure they're trying to get some kind of pressure created here at the same time. But it is also ultimately going to go over to the side of Boom there with that gold lead once again. But there, obviously, first match of the day, Senko wants to beat Boom Esports so he can feel more confident going into this tournament. It's time for El Maku to soar towards playoffs.
Yeah, and we are seeing it right now. They already got their first win, so maybe they're already halfway there on what they want to do here for the side of KAGE. But right now, Boom Esports is not going to let them take this game number 2 that easily for sure, because they are just really just stabilizing the game, not really letting KAGE have those engages at this early.
I mean, we have to wait till level 4, right?
Yeah.
Like, when level 4 comes around, this is going to be a completely different game for KAGE. Like, they have so much other uses of the initiation.
Yeah, right now, I'm definitely predicting that on the first Tyrant, KAGE is going to be winning that fight. If ever they take a fight there, Boom Esports is not going to win that.
Yeah, I think the only way they win that is if they create that early pressure on before the Tyrant even spawns, right? So they just kind of play to the timer. They get the minion wave wiped out first, and then they go for the Tyrant. Maybe even get like a pick up onto Lampang on the console U.
Yeah. Right now, onto level 4, we're waiting. This wave on the mid lane will get the space for that Tyrant.
It's a good point you made there. Obviously, the waves are crashing in naturally at the moment. The bard has been committed here. Catching, obviously, Lampang into the back line there, but it's not going to be able to kind of guide in onto the back line access here. Obviously, we're using the Furball to drive away Weero on this Ogren, and looks like it's going to be an easy Tyrant here for the side of Boom Esports.
Smart use of that pressure here for the side of Boom Esports, but KAGE is already on this side in order for them to take the objectives here, but they are still going to be stealing it. But the topside tower, will it get taken down? Yes. So that is an Azure buff taken down, and also on the topside, a tower for that Tyrant.
It's a healthy trade, right? Like, if you take away a T1 top side of the map, if you take away that Azure Golem from a pick like Carl onto the Agudo as well, right? But if Boom doesn't do anything with his Tyrant buff, like get some kind of kills onto the board, that's definitely going to be the trade of KAGE in a little bit of a later understanding.
Yeah, that's a big loss for them if ever they won't be able to find the kills here. I think one of the good things about that, though, just thinking positively, optimistically about that, is that at least it's not on KAGE's side. Because if KAGE gets it, they're going to fight the kill for sure.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've stolen away. Maybe they've delayed the inevitable a bit here by the side of Boom Esports. But they need to create some pressure, right? Obviously, they need to try and kind of like hinder this pressure that KAGE is obviously made in top side of the map. Boom maybe need to do it in the opposite side. Play the map at 50-50.
Yeah, you can see Venom Staff already built here by Tatsuri because he knows that Raw is going to be regenerating a lot in this fight. Right now onto the top side, this is going to be what Miggy's going to be doing, right? Pressuring Ihans, forcing the flash away. That's going to be one down, and now they have space to take down the tower top side because everybody from Boom is already there, and KAGE is going to take the bot side. At least a bit of a half-map trade.
Yeah, hopefully the Boom Esports know that obviously Ihans is now a little bit more susceptible to a gank now, because obviously they don't have the flash there, but at the same time, Miggy goes down to the bot side of the map here, just trying to deny that T1 takedown.
That is a good reaction from them, though. The teleportation circle usage just to go to that bot lane. But I do think KAGE is still going to be going there, and that tower is going to be taken down for sure. And with the pressure added, KAGE is also on the bot side jungle here of Boom Esports.
They're kind of always keeping check of Miggy as well, right? Like you saw there, Senko was just trying to kind of just use that.
That was close.
The Maisha Inui just to kind of just keep check of where Miggy was going to be, because obviously if they don't know where he is, he could gain access onto that console U, which could be trouble here for the side of KAGE.
Miggy has a lot of damage, though. That is very scary. Lanpong is in danger, but now Rao going to be knocked back. But no kills just yet.
No kills at all. I mean, this is a very different kind of game we're seeing here. Dash, like, no kills on the board, but there's been a great sense of macro gameplay here by the side of KAGE.
Yeah, seeing them slowing down here for their side, this is going to be a struggle here for the team right now. KAGE not finding those early to mid-game kills that we're kind of expecting. The game is still at a standstill at a 0-0. I'm pretty surprised that this is happening this game.
I think KAGE just wait for that moment, right? They've got to level 4. They just need to make sure, like, right, okay, let's get everything that we need to get that team fight that's going to completely devastate Boom Esports.
Yeah, even though the jungle also has been going to the KAGE side most of the time, it's still not enough for KAGE to get the advantage when it comes to the gold, because right now the gold is still stabilized at this point.
50-50, absolutely. I mean, that's the problem though, right? Because if your gold is 50-50, all it takes is one bad team fight or one good team fight if you are the victor. But now we can see that Tremor Smash being committed into the back line, but Lou looking pretty low.
Yeah, they're going to be going for it. Lou, look at this. Boom Esports is going to be looking for the fight again, but this is still not going to be happening. 40 seconds on the block, the Tyrant's going to be coming in.
I feel like I'm just being teased, man. Like, it's like, hey, just give me a kill, give me something to be excited about. Like, let's stop having this tit for tat.
Yeah, right now they're going to be using the board just to push away the members right here in order for them to get the space. T1 tower is going to get taken down.
Nice.
That's big for Boom.
Big for Boom, exactly. That's the first turret they've got to take down there, but obviously reciprocated down to the bot side, already creating much great pressure here.
Right now, tower in the bot side has been taken down too. At least now, the space on this objective is going to be on KAGE's side because the minions are pushing to the side of Boom Esports here.
Yes, I mean, just creating, obviously, just following through, just making sure it's just continuous for the side of KAGE. They're able to kind of just maybe try and edge their way in terms of a gold lead, but still, no first blood on the board.
Yeah, Ihans, Miggy having his tussle on the bot lane. Still nobody has been finding the skills even though they're trying. But the plays here onto the objective Tyrant. 10k HP, and now they're trying to go for it. They already used the board. They have the board in this fight, and that's going to be going to Danny. They're going to be backing up. Draw is in place in order to use that unbridled outburst. That's why KAGE didn't go for it.
They didn't go for it. They was able to use that as a zone mechanic there for the side of Boom Esports, really giving that Tyrant once again over to Boom. But the problem is, Boom's already had a Tyrant once before, but they did nothing with it.
Yeah, right now they still have the Tyrant. Will this be the time that they find things on the map? They already have their second items on most of their players here, so I think it's time.
I mean, I know when it's going to be time. So you can see that meteor being built here by the side of Danny on the Boom. So once that Starbreaker comes through, I think that's going to be kind of a pain train here for the side of KAGE.
Yeah, what's hard about this is that KAGE, they're going to be the ones lagging behind. As you said, Starbreaker has been built, so this is going to be the time that they're going to be looking for those fights. Look at tower top side, nobody's going to defend that, right?
Yeah, that's a great pressure here from the side of Boom, right? Like, just like, hey, look guys, you've got a problem into the top side of the map. You've got a problem there because the neutral objectives are being spawned as well. Do you want to give over another Tyrant or give over the Shadow Overlord to the side of Boom Esports?
Look at the pressure here, Miggy. Going to be trying to take down onto the back one. Ihans goes in for the drop pick, but it's still not enough to get the kill. First blood comes in, but the board is there in front of everybody. Rob was able to get the blood rage in, and now everybody's low HP. Carl gonna move forward, and that's it that they're looking for. Boom Esports gets double kill, make that 4 on their side.
I mean, that was beautiful there by the side of Draw, right? Like, he was just waiting for two members of KAGE to get together so he could stampede and give that time space for Danny to come through with the flaming palm. Senko is still not out of trouble.
Yeah, they have the Tyrant. Top side is what they're looking for. That's going to be the T3 on the side of Boom Esports, and that's big. Under the tower down, and Boom Esports gains advantage because of that team fight.
This is the beauty beauty of our own kings as well, right, Dash?
But Boomy Sports.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a problem as well, right? I mean, to be honest, the problem's already starting to surface into this top side of the map. Like, you're going to have super minions there, and that's going to kind of always mean that somebody on the side is again just having to be pushed up to the top side.
The smartest thing that they did there was that they had a big wave on the top side before they started the Tyrant. That was such a smart play for Boom.
Very smart play. I mean, it's all about these little, like, little decisive factors that really kind of change the whole aspect of these teamfights. Because if they didn't have that dash, if we lived in a parallel universe, it would have been KAGE with everything going in their favor.
And also they timed it at the last second of the teleportation circle. That's why Danny was in that fight.
Yeah, exactly. It's just playing to these timers very well. And you can kind of see with these kind of like nuances that we see from these global teams that they are starting to adapt into like how we see some great gameplay from obviously the likes of KPL.
Yeah, we're out already half HP. Even on that Overlord, they're going to try to go for it, but Virao is going to be putting pressure. Still going to go to this side. The backline is going to be looking at it. The dropkick is going to be there, but the Unbridled Empress gets 3 people. That's why they weren't able to go in for the fight right there. They're going to be backing off. A lot of people are half HP. Senku's looking for the fight, but it's not going to happen because Boom says no.
Yeah, I think this is the best situation for both these two teams. For Boom, they got the Shadow Overlord, and they didn't lose a single member of their team. Whereas KAGE, they lost everything, but they didn't lose anybody as well. So it's still been able to kind of create that great defense.
Yeah. Question is where they're going to be putting that shadow path. They're going to be taking their time, waiting for that next wave. I definitely am looking at that bot lane. Okay, there you go. Shadow path is going to be on that farm lane. 50 seconds on the objective, but KAGE, look at what Boomy's doing. They're looking for a fight while the Shadow Vanguard is walking to the bot side.
Exactly. They're just walking their dog in the park, right? They'll say, hey, don't mind us. We're just kind of having a nice Sunday stroll here. Just make sure you don't leave your turret left alone into that mid lane, but okay.
Ford is going to be getting 4 people right here on their side. The takedown on the back line. They got double kill already. Boomy Sports, but here it comes. Senku tried, but that's a passive pop by Tatsuri, and that's such a big ultimate, and now this is gonna be it. Game number 2 goes to Boomy Sports.
What a beautiful way there. We was talking about it. We were just letting the Vanguards be that dog and just being what they needed to be to create.